Okay, part two, February 9th, 2020. This is part two. And the first part was a compassionate web talk meeting. They are all coming in. All the active web talkers are coming in. Let's invite them all in, admit them in. Admitting in Teacher Andy, Teacher Grant, individuals, they're coming in, they're muting their mics. I see the muting of the mics. It's beautiful. Super Terry right there. Here comes Super Dad Andy. Here comes Kenny with hope to hear his reflection on what he heard in the first part. We'll wait for hands to be up, or if you're on the video and you raise your hand, you're more than welcome to come on the mic. I'll say your name as I see the hand, and we'll begin. So, Teacher Grant, like that background.
If you haven't seen Teacher Grant, like a ghost.
Yes, man. So, all right. So, who wants to be first on what they heard in part one, and would like to share, like Teacher Erdy did? He understands, Web Talk is the place to be. Again, though, everyone, it's imagination. Is Web Talk the place to be for interaction? No. We had to imagine as individuals where we could all come together and interact. We use Zoom right now. So if anybody wants to share about what they were listening to, or if they have any questions about Web Talk and the purpose, you're more than welcome to raise the hand in the chat, or just if you're on the video.
Well, one thing real quickly, what I think would be a good thing is to hear from Teacher John, because he got this gift of 5 levels, and I think it took him a while to understand how valuable it really is. And maybe you could just tell us a little bit of the value of this, because other people are going to be listening saying, well, what's this bonus, what's this pro package, whatever, who cares about that? That'll be explained later. Like I will do that explaining. But what I would like for him to do is be able to say maybe the value as a teacher, what this is going to do for him.
Wonderful.
Hi everyone. Incidentally, Teacher Tim, the weather, the sun's not shining. This
It's not shining.
This is February in the UK. Okay. So don't come here in the winter. All right.
Isn't that June in the UK too?
It's terrible today.
Isn't that June in the UK as well?
Yeah. Well, no, it's okay. Next month it'll be okay. It gets better, thankfully. But we all have that syndrome, where we all feel down and gloomy, just like the weather in the winter in the UK.
Yeah. Hey, Teacher John, before you start, I see Teacher Toto with her hand up, so she might want to talk to you. She might want to talk to you a little bit there for a second before you start with Teacher Andy's glory.
Yeah, I want to say something. First of all, I want to say thank for Teacher Tim, because you give me a lot amazing. I mean, I really feel happy now because you talk with me and you give me something very special. I thank for Teacher Tim, Teacher Andy, Teacher John, Teacher Grant, and also every teacher that I meet on Web Talk. And when you give me this, I promise with you that actually now I have first step to support global teacher, and maybe in the future I will have more steps to support all of the teachers. And I promise with you that I will give my heart and support all all of my teacher, my favorite teacher, and all of the teacher on WebTalk. And I promise with you that all of the Vietnamese students and all of the people that I invite, they will continue really active in WebTalk. Yes, that's I want to say.
Teacher John?
That's really nice. Thank you, Toto. Teacher Toto. That's really nice. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of teachers here, which is fantastic because not just English as well. There's Spanish, there are maths teachers and everything. So there's something for everyone. I'm actually in the process now of trying to convince my Italian friend that teaches Italian to join WebTalk. He has a large following. He does courses and everything. So as soon as he's on board, you know, we'll have another language. So, you know, anyone can join in whenever they want. I think it's a great thing. But the 5 levels, I really appreciate those being opened up for me. But I mean, I'm engaged in teaching, so my main priority is to help the learners to improve their English. So, to be honest, I do try to engage on WebTalk as much as I can. In fact, I probably go on there more than I do Facebook now. But yeah, what's the advantage? The advantage is that you get 5 levels, but that's just part of the course. Do you know what I mean? It's part of what's just happening. I mean, with whatever we're doing. So it's a bonus, okay, for me, of course. But I'm not that interested. I mean, yeah, okay. Once WebTalk starts giving back, then people will really start to appreciate everything a lot more with the 5 levels and what it actually means. But at the moment, you know, I'm just involved with what I'm doing and concentrating on that, and everything else just seems to be growing from that. So, you know, like I said, you know, I've started the next level for my students. So in a week or two, I'm going to start another program for them, another part of the course, which is all about listening, and then we're going to go on from there. The interaction. I think that's why I had 2 different times, you know, one in the morning, one in the evening, because I like to be able to cater for everyone, you know, as much as possible. And they all seem to be enjoying it. So I'm happy for that. But as far as the levels and what it means, everything, that's all going to happen once WebTalk actually release their final program, you know, finish the beta stage or beta level, whatever they're on at the moment. I mean, we're all helping. So the more we engage, the more we get referrals, the quicker it's going to grow. And honestly, I haven't looked at how many, I don't know how many people I have in my website. I just, so, you know, especially on the level. So obviously, you know, one of my referrals is level 1. Okay, if they click my link, then if someone clicks their link, that goes on to level 2, right?
Correct. It's
and
not. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, all the levels become engaged. But I'll have to check it out anyway. So, you know, it's like I say, I think we're all sort of waiting in anticipation, waiting for WebTalk to actually release its final part, you know, to actually get started with the ad rewards and everything else, which means everyone's going to start getting something for it. But personally, Teacher Tim, I'm already getting something for it because I'm helping people to learn English. So, you know, that's more important to me right now.
Yeah. Thank you, Teacher John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else to say really. I mean, I'm just engaged in teaching English at the moment and trying to involve other teachers, because I think the more teachers we have here, the more interest there's going to be amongst learners, you know, whether they want to learn grammar, like Teacher Rahat's just started his classes.
Yes.
And Teacher Grant as well.
Yeah.
I'm really, really gutted I missed his his live the other day, his Zoom meeting. But I'm sure I'll catch up with him. He's here right now listening.
Yes, he's listening. So, thank you, Teacher John. Thank you for that. You know, with Teacher Andy sharing about the levels and the different things, and you share your own, you know, glory. You know, who else would like to? Oh, Teacher John.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's glory for what? It's not glory. It's just my passion for what I do.
Well, there's the glory right there. I just shared it again.
I was on Facebook for years doing the same thing as I'm doing now, except I'm trying to make it more professional with the actual interactive classes, you know, because it's a virtual classroom. So, and Zoom is so much better for teaching on, you know, as far as being able to help the learners. You know, there's more you can do for them on Zoom. Facebook, yes. I'm limited on Facebook. I done a live yesterday on Facebook, and I'm trying to actually put that across to the learners. Look, why are you still here? Okay, I'm coming back. Why am I coming back to Facebook? Because you haven't all followed me to the next level. We're on the next level now. It's like an evolution of learning, you know, and they're holding themselves back by staying on Facebook, I believe, you know.
Look at that.
Eventually, they'll all be there. That's it, really, you know, except someone else.
Thanks, Teacher John. Thank you. Anyone else want to share about what they heard from Teacher John or Teacher Andy? You know, we have Kenny in here. He's a guy with questions, and he is writing from the heart inside WebTalk, sharing about Russia. Okay, Bin Bin. Yes, with the hand up. We'll unmute your mic. There you go.
Yeah, Teacher Tim, in the background of conversation, I see Teacher you want to say something. He want to say something. So, can we listen Teacher you talk about, yeah?
Yes, Teacher Erdy, you want to hear more from Teacher Erdy?
In the background, I see Teacher Erdy chat. He want to say something.
Yes, he came on and finished. Teacher Erdy, you have a request to be on the mic again?
I'm here. Sorry, I heard my name but didn't catch the question enough. Can you repeat?
Bin Bin?
Can you make Bin Bin?
Yeah, Teacher Erdy, in the background of conversation, I see you chat. You want let you talk. Let you say something. I'm not sure. I see. Yeah. So, do you want to say something?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think Erdy, what he's asking is, you started talking on the first meeting that we just had, and I don't think he heard what you had said. So if you could just say what you said when you were talking on the last one about WebTalk. That's all.
And I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah. Go
on. I know WebTalk. So how can we need more people to know about WebTalk?
Just tell him about benefits how to use WebTalk, what benefits it gives you. And for example, I am trying to convey my friends how it is easy to find friends, to connect, to interact, to improve our English. That's that conversation that is that thing we are looking for. We are trying to make mm, our English better, to improve ourselves, and so everybody is really curious how to make it easier, how to make it easier, and so everybody wants to be to to see their improving faster than before, easier than before. So uh, WebTalk gives such opportunity for everybody, and so it is really worth to. Um, it is really makes sense that you what you wanted to convey um, to give your ideas about using WebTalk. So I hope I was clear.
Yes,
Bin.
teacher Ernie.
Yes, I can understand everything you say. Thank you, teacher Erdi. It's so useful. Uh, that's all. Is there everything I want to ask you? Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. But let me add, your question is really impressive
Ask.
for me.
Yeah.
Really impressive for me, because it is first question in the chat to me, really. Uh, but it says that my level growing, growing up.
Yes.
Uh, so it is. I am proud about myself. Actually, uh, that
Yes, teacher.
my time using WebTalk uh, mm, gives me gave me already good benefits. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for your question, Bibi.
Very good. Teacher Ernie, Bin, thank you for the communication, interacting with each other. That was beautiful. And then having Teacher Andy listen to support, as you share. Teacher Andy says, all right, Teacher Ernie, this is what? All right, clear. Teacher Ernie this is the interaction. This is support of everyone. Now let's get Kenny. He has his hand up. Kenny.
Well, I've been listening for the past like 1 hour, and here's my reflection on all what I hear, or what I heard. Um, I I have known web talks for just 1 week, but I've already like realized its value and its um, like vision. Uh, Firstly, it helps me to meet great people. I meet you, Teacher Tim. I met Teacher Andy. I met uh, Teacher John Brown, Teacher Grand Class, two friends from Russia, are Mr. Erdi and Mrs. Alexandra Park. I met Teacher Luenza Nelutza from France. So that is all. That is all what social media is for. It's for socialization. It's for interaction, to meet new people, to learn new things, to update more info. And what I really appreciate about WebTalk is it is 100% motivational or educational as well, because we can see many classes, Zoom meetings about grammar, about pronunciation, about idioms and Americans collocations, slangs, something like that. We also uh, like for me, I really like appreciate that this whole platform. It introduced me to wonderful people that I have never met. Like yeah, first the first time I met you, Teacher Tim, I thought I was like, oh, this guy is very aggressive, and he intimidates me. But I also find that Teacher Tim is a great person. He's amazing. He is enthusiastic. He's a visionary. He wants to um, make his dream of humanity global. He wants everyone to have a wonderful time learning or sharing things. Uh, and the second thing that I am very grateful for uh, ever since Toto introduced me to WebTalk is that I find that this is a great social media platform. It's not like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever people nowadays are using. Like it is not a platform that sucks you in for your money. It's not a platform that takes your money from advertisement. Yeah, and it's have a great feature such as a referral reward or the thing that you earn you money, and I find that is a great new feature to every social media platform right now, because we can earn money. We can earn money from advertising uh, web talk, a social media. uh, I have seen many countless people advertising Facebook and Twitter and Messenger every day, every single day. You just don't know that you are advertising Facebook. Everything you share, you talk about, oh, my crush liked my photo on Facebook. Oh, my lover text me on Messenger. That kind of thing. You speak to your friends on the way to school, or you speak to your colleagues at the break time at work. That is advertisement to Facebook and to many other social media platforms. But we here we can advertise web talk, but we can gain money, and that is amazing. That's just amazing, and there are so many features on web talk. Uh, it is a great vision to develop this website, because when it's gonna be bigger than now, I think it's gonna replace some useless social media platform that we use for no reason. Yeah, I think so.
And Kenny, I want to say thank you for your reflection there, and I'd like to get Teacher Andy to share a little bit. I know Teacher Toto has her hand up. Also, though, Kenny, thank you for bringing up the word, about Teacher Tim, aggressive. You just entered something really a week ago, like you shared, and this has been over a decade of Teacher Andy's vision to create this, and it is my job to stand with Teacher Andy and create it. And you had shared in your beautiful reflection as well that, Teacher Tim, this dream to create this deal. Actually, Kenny, I want to make it clear to everyone here, this has nothing to do, zero to do with Teacher Tim's dream goal. It's simply my wife shared a vision, an idea. She shared her facts. Show the world the dream FILA. Thailand is rising, show the world, go online. And that was 5 years ago. And connecting with teacher Andy along the way just made it more empowering, because teacher Andy knew that he had an individual that would stand with him and create it. Simple. Zero excuses. All time put toward it. So the aggressive comment to come back again is beautiful to hear, because and I love your deep listening skill, Kenny, especially with Coach Nalutz's class. You wanted to share. I saw the comments as I was listening and promoting Coach Nalutz's. And what Coach Lutz is creating is her own creation, to get one at a time. There might be 20, one at a time, to walk them through their life, one at a time. And she's going to create more of these in the future. And I appreciate your listening skill and your patience yesterday, Kenny. Teacher Andy, Teacher Toto, you have your hand up. And Teacher Andy, you want to talk together? Thank you, Kenny.
Yes, teacher Tim. Actually, I think it's very few time I meet all of teacher here, and today I talk with my friends. He is Filipino, and she is the Filipino, and she is an English teacher. So I know that WebTalk will care about teacher and also care about students. So I I already invite she to web talk, and actually I want to help her. I want to help her become an English teacher on web talk. Look like teacher John, teacher Grant, and teacher Andy Smith. And actually I want to help her, but you know my English is not really good, and I worry that when I explain for her, and maybe she will misunderstood something. So maybe in the future, may I invite invite her to a meeting, and you can explain for her. Thank you.
Of
Let me
course.
add. Oh,
Of
sorry.
course. Yeah, anytime that you need help, anybody, not just Toto, but anybody, if you need help explaining, um, that's perfectly fine. Message me. What I would really like is for people to start looking me up on WebTalk and start connecting with me on WebTalk, because I don't see a whole lot of connections. So if you want, connect so that you can message me on WebTalk, and I can help. Real quickly before I go, Kenny, it's funny because you said you got signed up by Toto like a week ago, and then you just listed off about 5 or 6 done something with. So if you don't understand the value of it, then I don't think anybody would understand the value of it. And so, your words are exactly right. You just basically said it. Within a week, you figured out what this is truly about. This is truly about teachers. It's truly about learning. This is truly about connecting and being around people that are like-minded, that want to learn and be educated. And you had questions from the very first time that you were on a meeting, and they were great questions. And I knew that I knew you would figure it out, because you were asking all the right questions on day one. Some people, it takes a little bit longer for them to understand what the value of this is, but you understand the value of it. And the money part is going to be the bonus later on, but you understand the value right now. So that was great. I really appreciate what you're saying, because you know you had the questions, you got them answered, and now you're saying this is incredible. And that's exactly what it is. Once you figure out how incredible this is, it's pretty awesome. So with that, I'm gonna go. really appreciate you guys being here. And like I said, if anybody has, people that they talk to that need questions answered, I mean, Kenny, he came on and asked a lot of questions and tried to answer them all. And so, I'm available to do that. So, message me, message Teacher Tim, whatever, and we'll set something up. And, I love explaining this so you don't have to. You tell your friends to, learn English, do whatever. And if they have more questions, I can answer all the questions. That's fine. I have no problem doing that. So guys, have a great day.
And Teacher Andy, just 1 second.
Yes.
Teacher Andy, just 1 second. I don't want to hold you back or anything, but I just want to ask that how to invite contacts to WebTalk, because if you copy the profile of yourself, it's not very effective. How to introduce them to WebTalk?
Okay, so there's a couple ways that you can do that, and other people are listening, but I'm going to kind of do it really fast because I already know that you've been looking at that. But when you look at your where it says get referrals, and it gives you like different links. Some of those links, if you click on it, some of them they will just send out a mass email to all of your email contacts. The other link that's just a copy link, you can copy that and send that like in a text. There's also banners. So like, let's say you have a blog or a different website, you can use those banners and it'll put it on the top of your page so that they can click on that. If they see the little advertisement for WebTalk, they click on that, sends them directly to your site. Another way to do it is every time that you post in WebTalk, make sure that you're connected to Facebook and Twitter. And right now it's LinkedIn and Slack that you can do. Instagram is coming later. But make sure you're connected to all those. Then you just click on those buttons and it automatically sends it to, let's say, Facebook. So let's say I post in WebTalk. I hit that Facebook button. It sends it to Facebook. Well, if anybody clicks on your Facebook post, then it sends them directly to your page because the link is already embedded in that post, and it goes back to WebTalk and has them sign in so that they can actually see that post. Is that what you were asking?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, cool. All right.
Good. Teacher Andy.
Teacher Tim, can I show him something on my WeChat? What I've done?
Yeah.
Can I show him?
Yes,
Definitely.
Teacher Grant.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys really quickly here. So wait, can I share my? Oh, I might have to go back on my iPad. Screen record. Hold on. On your iPhone, can you share your screen?
I'm not sure.
Or does it have to be an iPad? iPad. Give me 2 seconds, and I'll be on my iPad because I'm on my iPhone right now.
All right, good.
Apple guy.
Yeah, take your time.
Give me.
Yeah. Take your time, and that's a good idea. To Kenny, also, really, how do you get people to join? The links are, a little bit uninviting. It's actually what we're doing is just one at a time, one individual at a time. A value, you want to share it with someone. If they want to listen, oh, wow, that sounds awesome. Kenny, you can invite them into some of these Zooms and let them experience it first, even before they sign up. And then it's a little bit easier because over the past couple years, as we're sharing this vision, humanity they could not picture it, that they would be able to interact for free, engaging in WebTalk. Now it's just rolling. Teacher John, Teacher Grant, Teacher Toto, all you guys are in WebTalk writing to each other. Then you're coming over here in Zoom and interacting with different classes. So Kenny, is that good as well?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Just one at a time. Take your time.
But how can Ling, she can invite, you said that she invite over 30 people. That is amazing because she joined WebTalk just like the same time as me.
Yes,
Just like
Kenny.
1 week ago. And how can she do that? That's
I would
crazy.
talk to her privately. Try to get with her because it really is amazing. And same with Teacher
I mean,
Toto.
I post my profile link on a group chat that has like nearly 100 people, and only one people joined WebTalk. I was so sad.
And that you're not alone, Kenny. You're not alone. Teacher John wants to jump in.
Just keep plodding on. Just keep trying to get them. They will come slowly, okay? But then it'll increase as time goes on. The more you get, the more people are going to know. So just keep plodding on.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Kenny. We're going to wait for Teacher Grant to come in. Teacher Alexandra, your name was brought up in this compassionate meeting. Oh, yes, the two that represent Innovative English of Russia.
Thank you. I just come back home.
Very good, Teacher Alexandra. Very good.
Pretty cold.
I'm sure.
Oh,
and Super Dad Andy, the ambassador for Innovative English of Vietnam, the ambassador for WebTalk. Thank you so much for relaxing. I know you're at a coffee shop, correct? Are you at a coffee shop, Super Dad? Oh, yeah, you are. Yeah, we know what you're drinking over there.
Okay, so you guys, I'm sorry that I thought I could actually share my screen, but I'm just going to just show you screenshots of my moments. So, Kenny, you can look here. So, can you see this, guys? So this is my QR code that I put on there, and then I show them where to put the code here, and then I kind of show them just different things I've done, you know, and then one more thing. Let me show you one more. Let me do one more screenshot.
Hey guys, do you see anything on the screen? I don't see anything.
Oh, you don't? Crud. Wait, hold on. That it's really picky because it's just gonna let me show pictures. Let me get a better
WeChat moments. Very nice.
Here we go. This is what I could do. Now I can just show one picture. I thought I was gonna actually like show like a couple pictures. See, here you go. So Kenny, I basically I relied on translation. I haven't had any Chinese friends tell me it's wrong, so I'm assuming that's right, or they just don't want to embarrass me. And I put a little thing about learning English, and I put about 9 photos. And I took some of Teacher Tim's little, what do you call them? Little posters, little banners, put them in a little slideshow. And I wish there was another way to kind of show you. So here are the photos, you know, so I shared Tim's thing, you know, so I took that and I basically put them on my moments. I haven't really got a lot of hits like, you know, like you, Kenny, you know, haven't really got a lot of hits, maybe a couple out of the 1,000 friends I have on WeChat, you know. I think, especially for me, because I'm in China, it's a bit different.
Yes.
To get used to, you know, nobody wants to do anything new. And it will take a while for them to go, this really is free.
Right.
You know, I can really learn English for free. Oh, I really can teach and get students for free. But,
yes. I
mean, now I haven't been in the Asian continent for a long time, but were you around before WeChat, Tim?
Before WeChat, well, I learned about 5 years ago. It started in 2010, so you know, not really. Okay. No. So Teacher Grant, we're gonna have to stop you right here because let me just end this part 2, and because we have under a minute, and I want to say at the end of this compassionate meeting, I want to say thank you to all of you. You're trying to figure out a new all-in-one networking platform called WebTalk. You're here in Zoom, interacting. Look at that. And Teacher John, and wanna share very quickly that